Nick, welcome to Bradford City, new first team women's manager. How does it feel, first and foremost, to be here?
Absolutely brilliant. Like I say, really excited to get going. Massive club. It's going to be a challenge, but like I say, really excited to get started.
What drew you to the club? What attracted you and made it an attractive proposition?
I spoke to Cass maybe 3 weeks ago. Had a good conversation. We've had a couple of conversations over the phone, and then he actually asked us to come here and speak to him. And I'll be honest, he just blew me away by the club, the facilities, everything that the club wants to do, the ambition they've got to go forward and what they want to do. So it was just, from speaking to Cass, really just everything that he put forward was absolutely brilliant.
And how important is that when you look at last season, ended in relegation, but the sort of pathway that's available here at the club, and like you said, the ambition and the sort of plan that there is, strategy going forward from Cassim down for the future of the club? How important is that for you?
It's massive, especially for young girls of the area that want to come and play for Bradford City. It's massive because you've got under 21s, you've got 23s, you've got a development, you've got the youth team and everything. So it's massive in there, in that surrounding and that environment to get through, and we need to get people in to get the club back up where they should be.
Talk to us about your experience. You mentioned your previous club there, spent some time at Doncaster. What's brought you to this point?
I think I probably took Doncaster as far as I could, and I probably needed a change of scenery. I'd been there 4 years with previously Andy Butler, went as assistant, then obviously Andy left to go to another job, a full-time job, and I think I was asked to do the manager's job. Did I expect to do it? No, not really. We had a really good season, probably the best season we've had in 13 years. We got to a cup final, we finished second again, which we had done for the last couple of years, but there was just no progression there really, and I think coming here is just a massive progression. This was something I never thought I'd go back into, but like I say, after speaking to Cass, it was massive, and it really excites me to what's coming next.
What kind of a manager, a coach, would you describe yourself as? What can the girls come to expect from you?
We'll play on the front foot, want to get at teams, hard working, that's the most. If girls go on the pitch and they give 100% and we come off and we've been beat, then that's fair enough, but as long as they give everything on that pitch, I'm happy with that.
And how much of an opportunity is it, not just for you but for the whole club in general? Like you mentioned, the plan and the strategy that's in place, but women's football in general taking off, particularly over the past few years, the World Cup obviously just around the corner.
It's been massive, and I think, like I say, I think people just need to get behind us, and the women's game is only going to get bigger and bigger. I think if we can get up there and get into in tier 4 again, and then see where Bradford will go from there and just see what happens.
How excited are you? You've been in the dugout here before, you've experienced what Valley Parade can be like. Hopefully plenty more women's games to come here, as we've seen in the past few years as well. How excited does that make you in terms of being able to take a project and help it grow?
I think it's massive. When you come in, you just look around the stadium and you see how good this stadium is for, like I say, the league they're in at the minute. But you've got to bear in mind, this was a Premier League club years ago, and like I say, they want to get back up there as well. And I think just saying that you're going to play at Valley Parade, it can be massive for girls. That can draw players in, and just the actual lure of the place can be massive.
Season starts in September, finally a few months until the action gets going. What do the next few months look like for you? What do the kind of preparations look like?
It's going to be a tough pre-season. We've got a few players. Obviously Bradford's lost some really good players. They were unlucky to go down. I spoke to people who've said they were unlucky to not stay up, but we need to get the right players in, right players that are going to take the team forward and take the club forward. And as long as we do that, we need to get, like I say, the right people in. Myself and Dan will be working hard to get players in, and we really need to get a team that's going to represent Bradford in a good light.